Why is this builder asking $500,000 for the same floor plan they just sold twice for $443,000? That's a 13% markup. And by the way, that $500,000 price, they're calling it a discount. And if you'd buy that, I have some oceanfront property in Kansas I'd like to sell you. In all seriousness, how do you know if a new construction home is overpriced? For starters, you need to know if you're buying in an area where builders are aggressively slashing prices. That means that the advertised price on the homes in that city are not drawing enough buyer interest. Builders are going to advertise these price drops as giving you a discount, but it only qualifies as a discount if you're paying lower than other homes of similar size, quality, and location are actually selling for. In this video, I'm looking at 3 of the neighborhoods in North Dallas that are having the biggest price reductions. And I've got 3 case studies in these suburbs of new construction homes that themselves have had major price reductions. And I'm gonna talk about whether I would jump on any of these deals or pass it up for something better. Let's dive in. I'm Emily Herrin, the Dallas area realtor, and my husband, Tim, and I have been helping people just like you buy and sell homes here in the Dallas area since 2015. So feel free to subscribe to our channel, and if you'd like us to help you make a plan for buying or selling a home here, give us a call, text, or email. Now we're gonna start today at the macro level. How is the market itself responding to the prices of new construction? This is critical because when I walk into a builder sales office with a client, I need to know if what that builder is offering is actually in line with what homes in the rest of the area are selling for. Then we'll zoom in on specific examples. I'll take you to a few of these heavily discounted homes, and we'll run a quick analysis to see if the numbers hold up. Our first suburb that we're looking at today is Little Elm. Little Elm sits on the eastern side of Lake Lewisville, just west of Frisco and the Colony. It has seen a ton of new development over the past decade, especially in the 400s to 600s. And while July saw a slight uptick in the average sale to list price ratio, for most of the year that number has hovered around 90%. That tells us something important. Builders are having to negotiate. Homes aren't flying off the market at full price, and discounts are becoming the norm. Let's take a look at one of the more eye-catching examples. Here we're in Spiritas Ranch, where Beazer Homes is offering what looks like a pretty good discount. This one is a 4-bed, 3-bathroom home. It offers 2,800 square feet, has a 2-car garage, and on a 0.13 acre lot. Originally priced at $576,715, it's now listed at $498,990. That's a $77,000 price reduction, or 86% of the original price. But let's compare that to some recent sales. These are the same floor plans, so this pricing spread raises a red flag. Now, yes, without the photos, it is tough to compare finish levels. There could be a reason for the higher price, more upgrades, better lot, but if I was negotiating on behalf of a buyer, I'd walk into that builder's office and say, why are you asking for nearly $500,000 when this same plan sold in the 440s just a few months ago? There could be a valid reason, but based on what's posted online, I don't see it. Unless Beazer is ready to get aggressive with incentives, and they might be, I'd pass on this one. Next up is Prosper, where we're seeing something unusual for this time of year. The sales price to original list price ratio has dropped from around 92% in March to 88.5% in July. Now, seeing that kind of ratio isn't unheard of in Prosper, but usually you see it at the end of the year. Seeing this in the summer, that's rare. For years, Prosper has been the gold standard in North Dallas. Top schools, top communities, big demand. And unlike neighboring suburbs that saw prices dip in 2022, Prosper's prices actually went up. Now that the market is softening across the board, a small correction here isn't surprising. Here's a specific example, a Highland home that was built in Star Trail. 5-bedroom, 5.5 bath, 3-car garage, 3,820 square feet on a 0.18 acre lot. Originally priced at $1,124,890. Now it's priced at $1,046,765. That's around a $78,000 drop, putting it at 93% of the original list price. Recently, Highland sold a nearly identical floor plan for $945,000, which sold at 85% of the original price. Now, this lot and layout may justify a premium, but even so, I wouldn't call this home a deal just yet. I would want to see its price drop into the high 900,000s. Now, that being said, let me be clear. If I could negotiate it into the 900s, and I think I could, I'd absolutely consider it. Star Trail is nearly built out, and the resale market here is stronger than many communities where builders still control pricing. So this one's not a yes, but it's not a no either. It's a maybe if the numbers work. Lastly, let's head over to Wylie, on the southeastern edge of Collin County. It's east of Plano and Murphy, about 40 minutes from Dallas, and offers highly rated schools, suburban charm, and lake access nearby. Wylie isn't exploding in population like Prosper or Salina, but it's still seeing development. New builds have hovered around 89% of the list price, which is noticeably softer than much of North Dallas. Now, why is that? Wylie is a bit more established, a bit smaller, and doesn't attract the same volume of new buyers or major builders. So homes sit longer and builders often drop prices to move inventory. Here's a current example from Bloomfield Homes. 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 2,800 square feet. Offers a 2-car garage on a .229 acre lot. The original price is $742,302. Now it's priced at $599,990. That's a $142,000 drop, making it 80% of the original price. At first glance, that seems like a serious deal, but let's look at the comps. This one might only make sense if Bloomfield is offering a generous incentive towards a rate buy down or closing costs. Now, I like Bloomfield, but I also know they tend to overprice their spec homes. Their average sale price to list price ratio across Dallas is 88%. So here's the bottom line. $599 isn't a terrible price, but it's not a steal. I'd only consider it if the builder is throwing in serious concessions to bring it in line with recent sales. Okay, to recap, just because the builder drops the price doesn't mean you're getting a deal. What matters is what homes are actually selling for, not what they're listed at. So if you're shopping for a new construction home in North Dallas and want someone who knows how to run the numbers and negotiate with builders, let's talk. And if you want to see how your budget could actually stretch further in this market, give us a call, text, or email. We'll see you next time.